Hey, thanks for tuning in to Speak Rock the Show. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to this channel. I guarantee you it'll be worth your while. But let's go ahead and get at the topic at hand. And today's topic is dealing with the hazards of allowing a situation to continue while you ignore the negative behavior. And as a point of order, for clarity, let me go ahead and read this quote by Michael Eric Dyson from his book, Tears We Cannot Stop, A Sermon to White America. It says, quote, American sports, despite all of the black bodies that make it go, is still a profoundly white enterprise, end quote. Now, let me make some things clear and give some meat to this conversation. You had Ja Morant. His family was threatened at a basketball game. They're pretty much desiring not to ever come to a basketball game again, if I'm not mistaken, in the state of Utah. You have Russell Westbrook, who had popcorn thrown on him, dumped on him, as if he's like some type of clown at a circus or something. You had Kyrie Irving, who got a water bottle thrown at him from an elevated position. Yeah, missed him probably by 2 inches. Last but not least, you have Trae Young from the Atlanta Hawks. You had a fan who spat on Trae Young. Now, let's be clear. We're still in a pandemic. COVID-19 is still at large. But yet we're out here, well, not we, but some ridiculous fans are out here spitting on people. Like, what's going on? And to make this clear, what is going on is the privileged, the entitled, the spoiled, and let's just say it, the highly ignored brats of America are running rampant and wild. And who are they taking their frustration out on? People they think they control. And let's be abundantly clear. This is happening in an institution that is primarily ran and owned and organized and structured by white people. The primary owners and investors in the NBA are white people. The perpetrators that are violating the black NBA players, they're white. Now, and what's interesting to me is that you will see the media. Now, this is where the double down comes in, and this is where it makes it just as dangerous. You will see the media, let's just call it for what it is, an organization primarily organized, structured, funded, and ran by a dominant society of white people. They will come in and have debates about, well, it can't be that bad. It's only popcorn. This shouldn't happen. I mean, you have flip-flopping and waffling and debating on both sides. Where, quite frankly, I can't see for the life of me why this is even open for debate. This type of behavior, if this was black people spitting, dumping food, throwing water bottles, just insulting and all sorts of other negative behavior. If this was black people doing this to white people, it wouldn't even be open for debate. It wouldn't even be an issue. There would be no situation. Due process really wouldn't even exist. Due process would just be a formality, just to hurry up and, speed the process along to say, you know what, jail time. Lock this black person up. But when it comes to black people being assaulted, it's all of this, well, we got to see what happened and we got to see the severity of it. In a larger scheme of things, it's not that big of an issue. And like, what? But once again, What more do you expect when an organization that's not ran by black people, be it media or be it sports, what more do you expect? But this is what happens. And I will caution you, black people, when we join this crew of, hey, let's really look at everything. Let's not look at it in a vacuum. Let's go ahead and check everything. When we take this stance, instead of calling something what it is, if it's negative, call it negative. If it's wrong, call it wrong. When we try to sit there and rationalize the ideals and the behaviors of an individual, when you wouldn't get that courtesy, we're doing nothing but adding to our own demise, putting our own family members at risk, in danger even. But you know what? When it comes out like this, when someone speaks like this is, well, it's easy to frown upon it and look at one person and say, well, you don't know what you're talking about. There's larger issues at hand. This isn't that big of a deal. It's an isolated situation. It's funny to me that it's all an isolated situation until it's your family member. It's all just a minor thing until you or one of your loved ones get hurt. So this is my caution. Stop sweeping things under the rug that are some of the most dastardly, heinous things that can ever happen to a human being. But when it happens to black people, we want to take a stance of, let's really analyze this and let's get into the psychology of what's going on. No, the psychology is that these people who spat on you, threw a water bottle on you, dumped popcorn and threatened your family, it's a psychology to frighten you and to let you know, guess what? You work for us. You are here to entertain us, and that is your position. And whenever there's an organization and their CEO, the president, or whoever, and they decide not to act swiftly and quickly and hand down the most devastating punishment that can be handed down, this is a sign to black people. Nothing is going to get better until you get your own. Hey, this is Speak Rock from Speak Rock the Show. Hey, I hope you have a great day. Salute.